gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers TV studio here on Attack Wrap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. Before we jump into the interviews, we've got a couple of OHL Players of the Week to announce. The Player of the Week coming out of Saginaw goes to Matthias Sapovaliv with 4 goals, 7 assists, and 11 points on the weekend. You can see 22 games played, 11 goals, 17 assists, 28 points for Matthias. Good work to Matthias. The goaltender of the week announced by the OHL this afternoon, coming out of Mississauga, going to Jack Ivankovic with 1 game played this weekend, 1 win, 1 shutout, 48 saves, 2 shots shy of course, Carter George's shutout last weekend, or this past weekend. And you can see there 6 games played, 4 wins, 1 loss, 2.4 goals against, a 9.35 save percentage. And then your Player of the Week out of Owen Sound, going to Teus Jordan. He's got 24 games played, 10 assists, 10 total points, a plus minus of 11. So great work there to Jordan. I want to welcome to the show number 2, Braedyn Rogers, number 37, Antonio Tersigni. Welcome, gentlemen, to the show.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Absolutely. Actually, before we get going, I have a question. I hear from some people that the plus-minus status, is that something you guys put a lot of stock into? Or is it kind of one of those things that fans care a lot more about than players and coaches?
I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I as a D, I kind of look into it a bit more, maybe than a forward, but I guess it kind of shows whether you can be relied on in the D zone or not, and I guess if it shows your offensive side of the game too. So I could look at it a bit, yeah.
Yeah, as Raj said, like being relied on is a huge part of the game, and yeah, I look at it sometimes, but it's not the end of the world.
Sure. Well, that's great to know. I'm wondering, for you guys, are there any people in your hockey careers that you find have just been kind of like pivotal members, people who have really helped shape you to get you to where you are today?
I'd say last year Matthew Pappas was a big guy for me coming into the OHL and being an overager. You don't see so many rookie overager type friendships, but he's really taught me a lot about this league in general and about hockey. So I'd say him for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of people who helped me along the way, but I'd say OA last year, Nolan Seed, he's just a great guy. I guess talk to him about anything, and yeah, he's a big leader in our room, and I think he helped me quite a bit last year. So
excellent. Yeah, I've heard lots of stories about Nolan there.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Yeah.
Wondering, for both of you guys, how did you get into hockey in the first place? What was it that just kind of got your brain there and got you on the ice?
I think always just growing up, watching on TV, always the Maple Leafs, and we have a marsh in our backyard, always trampling down the bull rushes and letting it come up to ice, and
Perfect.
just ever since then I've always loved it. So
nice.
Yeah, I'd say that too. Just it always being on TV in my house and the Maple Leafs. I'm a big Leafs fan. So, but yeah, them and like just I had an outdoor rink back home when I was younger. My dad put on some skates and fallen in love ever since. So
well, I appreciate you both making the sacrifice, missing the first period at least of the Leafs game.
No,
of course, those watching probably have that on their second monitor or something like that right now. Are you guys expecting a line brawl here from Florida again? Are they going to risk that 2 games in a row?
I don't know. I hope they put Revo up there.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Braedyn, playing with the Quinte Red Devils, around a point per game. I'm just wondering, what was that experience like for you as a defenseman, being able to produce at such a high level?
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, minor hockey is one of my favorite times of my life so far, and we had a really great team, a lot of good players on that team, and yeah, I mean, throughout the year, I just started getting, I guess, more confident, and I guess points were everything, but it was nice to kind of put them up there, and yeah, it was just all team effort. It wasn't just a single person's job. I think we all contributed to the team. So,
well, talking about playing with great players, I mean, you got to play with Team Canada U17s. Of course, Tega Ginla on the team, a pretty big name that a lot of people would have heard about. For yourself, I mean, growing up, probably hearing the Iginla name, probably watching a few of Jerome's games.
Yeah.
What's it like to then go and suit up with his son?
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I mean, I guess hearing your name, I never really knew who he was before I went there, but yeah, he's a great guy. I guess he could be soon following his dad's footsteps. So yeah, it's cool to play with him for sure.
Maybe more famous, maybe not.
Yeah.
Ben Cormier also on that team. Is that
Yeah.
a good chance for you guys to kind of connect before the attack?
Yeah, no, it was good. I saw him a couple times, and Carter George was there, and so was Antonio in the summer camp. So I guess we were all on different teams, but yeah, it was good to see them throughout there. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. For you, Antonio, playing with the Toronto Junior Canadians, I know being a Leafs fan, was that hard for you to throw on that? I know it's Toronto Junior Canadians, but is that hard for you?
I don't know, like, it's funny because the Marlies are actually, like, our rivals,
Right.
and, like, I'm a Leafs fan. Yeah, I guess I'd say it was hard for me, but I got used to it after. I played there for 7 years, so
Sure.
I got used to it after.
Do you feel like you left some big shoes for Nico to fill when he kind of came up behind you there?
I would say so, yeah. Like, we were a really good team, and, like, yeah, they had a lot of pressure, but they ended up getting the job done in OHL Cup, and we didn't, so.
yeah,
That's
they beat
fair.
us out of OHL Cup.
Yeah.
Never letting it down. Tells me it every day.
I give it to him once in a while.
I mean, you know what? An impressive run there, though. 86 points, 56 games. Like, very, very impressive stats. Moving into the OHL, I'm wondering, like, I mean, we're never expecting a AAA player to come and score 86 points in their first season. So what is that transition like for you from AAA into the O? How do you manage that?
Yeah, like, I'd say it's just well, it's all a mental game, I think. Honestly, like, going into, like, from AAA, it's different, it's slower. And then coming here, a lot faster, a lot bigger players, a lot more confidence in the players today.
Right.
And I feel like just everyone's, like, scoring, like, back then in practice, like, it was almost tough. Like,
Yeah.
now in practice, guys coming down, scoring, D are making plays, blocking shots, risking it. So it's just a lot faster game, but I think it's a big mental game, and if you have a great mindset, you can do a lot of good things in this league.
Yeah, same thing, kind of what you said. I think obviously it's a way bigger step, and it's kind of becomes your lifestyle pretty much.
Right.
It's all like around hockey, and before you'd kind of go to the rink after school, and yeah, but now it's all you're thinking about, and just bigger guys, faster, and yeah, it can keep you on your toes for sure.
You know, we see some players that they're natural goal scorers in the OHL. They're natural goal scorers in, CHL, W, Q, whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't make that transition into the NHL. Sometimes into the A. Oftentimes we see them kind of jump around ECHL and over in Europe. And yet there's so much success in the OHL. Is there a similar style of game from AAA to OHL, just with more speed, more so than the similarities between, say, like OHL and NHL?
I'd say kinda, like, when it comes from, like, AAA to OHL, I feel like system's kind of the same. Obviously, there's a lot more now. Like, we have a play almost all the time, like, forecheck and everything. So, like, I was lucky enough to be coached by Daniel Sisko, who actually played for Owen Sound, and he taught me a lot of good things that have helped me throughout my OHL career. But I'd say, yeah, like, it's probably a bigger jump from OHL to NHL for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. Like, I think OHL and NHL, everybody's always pretty much in their spots. You do it every day, work on your systems, and I guess, like, minor midget teams for sure would be good at systems and stuff, but I feel like way more, kind of more so like robots here in the OHL and NHL, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, one thing that the NHL doesn't have to worry about and deal with, something that you guys are going through now, is going through high school. Like, you're in the NHL, you're not going through high school anymore. How do you guys find that balance?
I mean, it's hard at times, but we have go to school for half the day, and then we have a school or a kind of a little classroom in the rink that we go to, and Sarah Rao helps us out quite a bit, and I think it's definitely it's coming down to end for me and Tony, counting down the days to get out of there, but yeah, I think it's handled pretty well down there.
Now, are you guys going to be done December, or do you have one more semester to go after this?
I'll be done this semester, and then I have an online course. If I'm done that, then I'm done school.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I'm excited.
Yeah, I graduated with Braedyn in
We'll
January.
be at the same time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
it's
very
exciting.
That's
exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got such a a reputation on this team, the Owen Sound Attack, of being high scholastic achievers, right? Your captain winning the Scholastic Award last year, Carter George getting it just the other day at home there. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm wondering, what is it like having a culture like that that just kind of pushes you both on the ice but also in off-ice achievements?
Yeah, like I'd say there's just a standard in the classroom and also on the ice, and if you're not achieving that standard, well, it's not so good for you. But it's all the guys in the class try their best, and that's honestly what our team wants them to do, is honestly try their best. And you know, you're gonna get some marks that maybe aren't the best, but as long as you keep progressing throughout the school year, they're gonna be happy.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I guess our motto of the team is if you don't do good in school, you won't play.
Yeah.
So I think it always keeps us on our toes, and I guess the way we carry ourselves in our schools, the way we're going to carry ourselves in around the rink. So I think that's the way we go.
Do you find that, like, kind of the discipline in the classroom translates well to discipline on the ice?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Just kind of becoming a student of the game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
studying
Yeah,
the
yeah,
I'd
plays
say
and,
so.
and
Yeah.
whatnot. That's excellent, excellent. I'm wondering, you know, kind of thinking about school, thinking about how that translates. What is one maybe hockey lesson that you've learned over your years that just has really stuck with you? Maybe it's a motto, like, if you don't do well in school, you don't play. What is something that you feel like has stuck with you and maybe even shaped your game?
I'd kind of say, like, I guess it's not over till it's over. Like, I feel like before the COVID year, I wasn't really, I mean, I'll say I wasn't that, like, the best hockey player out there. But throughout COVID, I worked my butt off and tried to get better, and I guess it helped me out throughout my minor midget career. So I think
Certainly paid off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll tag along with Braedyn, what he said. That's a great one. I also wasn't the best during, like, pre-quarantine. I wasn't, like, the best hockey player. I was maybe, like, mid-pack player on my team, and then I think I took that jump in the gym and the mental side of the game, and then that really excelled me to being a better player minor midget.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, you know, what you said, that's now what's going to stick with Antonio for the
Yeah,
rest of his
it'll
career.
stick with me forever.
He'll have to quote you when he writes his memoirs at the end of his career.
Yeah. Braedyn Rogers.
Excellent. What is it then about your guys' game? Like, I mean, just simply to hold a roster spot in the OHL is something that such a small percentage of players will ever do in their lifetime. What is it about your game that has allowed you to compete at this level? Like, how are you guys able to compete and be on this team?
Yeah. Want to go? Or you want me?
Maybe you can answer for. Do you want to answer for each other? Like, you can almost. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I'll answer for Raj.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I can say with him, I notice it all the time ever since, like, he's just, you know, he always got a smile on his face. You know, he's just always working hard. He's always happy to be there, and that just really, it makes a difference, I think. And he works his butt off all the time during practice and everything, so that really helps
I
him.
mean, Tony, same thing. Always great guy to be around. Never gives up. Always in the corner. Could be the smaller guy in the corner, but always comes out with the puck. So I'd say, yeah, just all around great player.
Excellent.
that,
We'll
Raj.
let you guys. I'm sure on the drive home, you guys will humbly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. You know, where were we going here? Oh yeah. So, I mean, we kind of talk a little bit here about NHL and how, you know, they don't have to deal with school. You guys are dealing with school, these lessons that you're learning on off the ice. What about your downtime? Like, how are you mentally taking a break? How are you resting your brains, and how are you resting your bodies when you're not on the ice and not in the classroom?
Usually when I get home, probably do some homework. I'm doing math right now, so a lot of homework right now. And maybe take a nap before supper. Play a lot, not a lot of video games, but playing Fortnite right now with all the boys on the team. So
Excellent.
yeah, that takes up some of my time. So.
Yeah, I'd say, like, at the beginning of the season, we played a lot of golf, me and
Yeah,
Raj.
that
so
is true.
That was
A lot
lots
of
of
golf.
fun when we had some time after practice. But yeah, it's taking some naps when you can, and ultimately it was some homework when you can, and yeah, some video games with Raj once in a while is always good.
Excellent. A great way to bond the team.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah, it's been fun. We battle. We have our battles.
So how about then in kind of the off season? I mean, it's not, people hear off season and they go, oh, those hockey players get a 3-4 month long vacation. It's not really a vacation, is it, for those months that you're off?
No, I wouldn't say that. Like, we're working really hard because we know that, like, that's our time where we can get better,
Right.
and we can take that jump and be ahead of other players on other teams and really just excel, honestly.
Same thing. Like when I got home, I probably had a 2-week break, and after that, I worked out 5 days a week and on the ice at least 4. So
Excellent.
yeah, it never really stops.
How do you guys relax over the summer? Is it mostly golf for you guys, or are you trying to do a little bit of travel, exploring?
Golf's quite a bit. Just hanging out with friends and family. Cottage on the boat. Yeah, I enjoy summer.
Yeah, I'd say golf too. Like I golfed a lot this summer, which was really fun. Yeah, same with him. Just hanging out with friends and family, because when you're here, you don't, like, they come watch games, but you know, you're not always with them. So it's really nice to spend that quality time with them.
How special is it for you guys when you get to have family come up and actually watch you play?
It's unreal. It's just awesome, because sometimes you don't know if they're coming up, and you see them after the game, and you're pumped to see them. So
nice.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, I mean, I always talk to them on the phone, but it's always so much better to see them in person. And I guess when they bring the dogs up too. That's
Excellent. Big dog guy. You got a couple. One,
yeah,
two?
we both got dash hounds.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if we can get one of those. You've seen in the NHL, they get the dog races going.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
We might have to work something like that out, coming up here.
For the hot dogs.
Gus and Jacko.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of hot dogs, how do you prepare for a game day? Do you have a game day meal or anything like that?
Yeah, it's hot dogs. No, it's I have a pregame in my billet. Makes me great. It started off with I liked salmon and rice and broccoli.
Oh, nice.
And then I switched it up, and I have this pasta she makes with some beans and just some vegetables, which I really like. So I'm very lucky.
Mine's usually fish, sweet potatoes, broccoli, some pasta maybe.
Nice.
You just switch it up. Yep.
Now, do you do like a pregame, postgame thing? Like, do you eat after a game, or is it just kind of you're doing a cool down and then crashing afterwards?
I try to eat after a game, put in a protein shake just to refuel my body, but there's times where we have such late games that you just want to crash, honestly, on the bus and stuff, so it really depends.
We usually, away games, we always have food, and I guess home games, sometimes I'll just go right to bed, but sometimes leftovers in the fridge I might grab, but...
Oh, yeah.
Do you find that your pregame routine changes if you're at home or on the road, or do you try to keep them as similar as possible?
It's kind of similar, I guess. I usually have a nap before at home, but you can still do it on the bus, but it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty uncomfortable, so it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty much the same too. Like once I get to the rink, all my stuff's the same. Take my stick. I'm a pretty superstitious guy, I'd say.
Okay.
But yeah, like he said, you try to get a nap on the bus, but it's not that comfortable. So you try your best, but yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, as someone who's superstitious, you show up to the rink, what's the first thing you're doing? I assume you probably have a number one thing that you do right away.
Yeah, well, just I put my coffee down and on my what is it? My my
stall?
Yeah, my stall.
Oh.
And then and then I go and I change it to my gitch, and then I take my stick.
Yeah.
Then I stretch. Then I play some sewer with the guys. Go over some of our pregame stuff. And then warm-up's a whole different thing. But
Sure.
But yeah.
Does it go down to you got to do left leg, right leg, kind of in order?
Yeah, I go right leg. Well, right side equipment always first. Shin pad, skate, elbow pad, all that stuff first.
You'll do the whole right side.
No. Like I'll do my right shin pad, then my left, and
I was gonna say that would be a next level.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, so maybe for games where you're not playing, I mean, all the kids out there will deal with being scratched once in a while. How does that impact the way that you show up to the rink? Like, does it change much? Are you having a pregame meal? Are you doing those stretches anyways and then changing back into the suit? How does that work?
I think you treat it like a game as well. Like you take your pregame meal, take your nap, and get to the rink, and you do your workout. And you have to treat that workout like a game, because you never know when you're going to be back in the lineup, and you got to always be prepared for that. So I'd say, just working hard.
Yeah, I'd say pretty much the same. Like, usually if you're not playing that night, kind of sets a spark, and you can, while the guys are on the ice, you're doing your workout, and like Tony said, you never know when you're going to get the call to go back in, so try your best.
Excellent. When you're watching a game, do you feel like you're seeing something differently than some of the fans are? Like, what are you watching for when you're in the stands?
I'll usually watch the D before me go out and see how they're doing. Watch the D zone, like I guess the other team's offensive forecheck, see how you can break out. But I usually it's not too complicated. I just wait for my shift, I guess.
Yeah, I try to probably just pick some players and just to watch and maybe see what they do. And yeah, I do think that we do see a different game than the fans, because I love when we get a power play and then everyone's screaming, shoot it, right. But there's like just no lane, and I'm like, oh.
I have sat in front of a few people where I've had to bite my tongue.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, you know, we've seen a lot of success here in the last 2 weeks. I mean, it just kind of all of a sudden things started clicking with you guys. It looks like the breakout is looking significantly cleaner than it was maybe at the beginning of the year. I'm wondering, is there anything that you guys can kind of credit this recent success to that you've seen? I mean, not that the previous weeks were unsuccessful. I think there was still some very competitive hockey that we were seeing, but now all of a sudden the results are kind of going in your favor. Is there anything that you guys feel like as a team you've really been working hard at and finding some success in?
Yeah, I think Teeks and Rums have done a great job with our practices and taking on a big role. And yeah, I think just repetition over the weeks. And I think what's helped us out lately has been our cardio, I guess. I think playing our last 2, 3, and 3s in a row. So I think that's what's been kind of helping us out.
Yeah, I think our coaches do a great job of just dilating our practice, and all the guys on the team always, ready to compete. And like Roger said, we have done a couple baggers with Rums, but during it, no one's having the most fun, but it really pays off with the back-to-back 3 and 3s, getting 5 out of the 6 wins.
Now, do you guys? I know from up in the stands, I can kind of see when he's getting you guys to do a bag when disguising it as a drill.
Oh yeah,
you guys know that too now.
Yeah, the battle drills are just the hidden baggers.
Excellent. I'm wondering, how would you guys then describe sort of the style of hockey that the Attack are playing this season? If this team were to be known for something, what is that thing?
I don't know. I think we play a pretty solid game. We have some players that will hold the ball. We have goal scorers. I think we're just a great team, but we're always coming in, day out, just working hard, and we know that will lead us to success at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think so too. Just have a complete team with different kinds of players, and we focus on our D zone before we get to the offensive zone. So I think that helps us out. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm wondering, maybe for you guys specifically, is there something that you feel like you worked on really hard over the summer, or have been working on really hard this season, and you feel like you're seeing some good results or you're seeing success?
I'd say my skating. My skating is not terrible, but that was one thing in the summer that I really wanted to work on. So I was working with a skating coach throughout the whole summer, so I think my skating has gotten to a better level, and I'm going to continue working towards that, and yeah.
Excellent.
I think just working out, trying to get bigger. I'm pretty a slimmer guy, so going in the corners with guys that are 50 pounds heavier than you, it's pretty hard. But yeah, I think I've done a lot better with my corner battles and stuff this year, working out 5 times a week, like I said. So
excellent.
I think that's helped out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, talking about recent success, I mean, picking up your first OHL goal. How does that feel? Do you just feel super accomplished now?
It was great. Yeah, I didn't even know it went in. I kind of blacked out. I haven't scored in so long. Since minor midget, I haven't scored. So it was nice to get off my shoulder, I guess, or chest. But
sure.
Yeah.
Did you have I didn't get to watch that game. Did you pull it right off the hockey?
No.
I saw Seti pull that
did he?
out of his back
no,
pocket.
I didn't think about that. Like I said, it was kind of like a dream.
Yeah.
It's a risky one.
Now, did you keep the puck for your first goal?
Yeah. I watched the replay, and Bars was telling me he was skating all around the ice, and yeah, he got it for me though.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was nice of him.
Is that, were you excited watching that one?
Oh my God, I was pumped on the bench because I know how hard this guy works. So I was just waiting, and to see that happen, I was just so happy for him. I'm surprised he didn't toss the monkey, because I did that last year against Kitchener when I thought I scored my first, and then it got called off, and I got ripped for it.
Oh man.
Yeah, you were a kick. But no, I was happy for him.
It's something I noticed just kind of even watching you guys in preseason training camp, and And I remember I brought it up a couple of times on the show already, but watching a couple of the moves from some of the young guys, and watching Harry with his hands in preseason there, like just this kid, like he has no business being able to do what he can do, and then he pulls that out in camp, and watching the whole team just get psyched and jump off the bench. I think like Colby jumps right over the boards and gives him a hug. Like how important is just having that kind of team culture to you guys?
I think it's great. I think when they have a good shift, it motivates the other guys on on our bench to do the same. And I guess sometimes we're not expecting it from other people, but it's great to have all those type of players.
I think we've just created such a great brotherhood in general, and when we see those rookies succeed, because me and Raj went through it last year, it's tough being a rookie in this league, trying to manage school, and it's really tough. It's exhausting. So seeing those guys when they pull off a cool move or something like that, it's always nice when they come back to the bench, give them a little tap on the back.
Would you say, like, as far as being a high-level hockey player, like, you need skill, yes, you need speed, you need all of these, you need a high level of compete, but how important is just the level of character for each player?
I think it's incredibly important. It's how you hold yourself accountable and everything. Everyone sees it. That's the first thing that they see when they meet you. So I think it's huge, and I think it's something that if you take seriously, it could take you far away. Hockey.
Same thing. Like, I think hockey is there's more to the game than just on the ice. It's how you prepare. It's if you're a good guy in the room, like, I don't know, I guess that's the type of people you want to have in your room. So I think I think it helps out too for like scouts too don't want to, I guess, kind of a loser, I guess, on the off the ice, but so I think it helps quite a bit.
Absolutely. Well, that's great to hear. We're going to take a break here in about a minute and a half. Before we do, I want to quickly share with you guys our trivia question. So if you get this question right, the prize will be 2 tickets to Saturday's game at the Bayshore, 7 p.m. against the Erie Otters. And your question is, which team did Brendan Rodgers score his first OHL goal against? Again, which team did he score his first OHL goal against? It was this season. We'll give him at least that much of a clue. And your prize will be, of course, 2 tickets to this week's game against Erie at the Bayshore. Make sure that you text in or call in to that number on the screen there. You'll be able to pick your prize up at the box office. And if you're in the stadium as well, you will likely get a chance to win one of the patented OHL Attack wrapped, I guess, tape-wrapped sticks that we've done here. I tried to mix the name of the show there into it. I'm not sure if that worked out. We got 1 minute. So in 1 minute, I'll let you guys quickly say, do you have any equipment stuff? Like, do you tape your stick differently than the other guys?
I do candy cane around my knob.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I've started to do that. Like, I changed my knob a lot. I changed it a lot last year. I was just waiting just to get hot, and then once I stuck with it, that's what I did. Okay. But I kind of went back to the candy cane, like Raj said. But yeah, I'd say that.
Martin just scored a goal and then told me the next day he changed his knob.
Yeah, I would never do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll be right back here on Rogers TV. You're watching Attack Rap.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
You wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band in the world.
On December 2nd, live from Madison Square Garden, Kiss will perform in concert for the final time ever. And you can experience it live on pay-per-view. Kiss, End of the Road, December 2nd, live on pay-per-view. Order now.
Hey, it's Krista McKee here of Wandering Gray Bruce. I am so excited to bring to you the 5th season of the show. we're going to meet some very exciting and interesting people. Stay tuned. This season, we are going to Chantry Island, visiting southern Grey County to explore barn quilts, and we have an exclusive interview with the Coast Guard at Tobermory. So join me on Rogers TV.
I'm number 24, Tays Jordan.
And number 21, Harry Nancy.
Tune in to Attack Rap
on Rogers TV.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Attack Rap. We got a couple of games for you guys here. So we're going to get started. These games don't have names yet, but that's all right. The way this is going to work is we're going to ask Braedyn to answer a question. He's going to write down his answer as it applies to himself. And then Antonio is going to do his best to guess what is written down on that board. So your first question is, of course, what NHL team did you grow up cheering for? So you can go ahead.
So I'm guessing.
Well, so Braedyn's going to write down his answer, and then you're just going to say what you think he wrote down. Or you can write it down too if you want. You're welcome to write as well, but you don't have to do the writing. Okay, so you say it, and then you'll reveal.
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Let's see it. The Leafs. Excellent. Okay, question number 2. We got, who was your favorite NHL player when you were younger? Who was that guy that you just grew up watching? This one might be more of a thinker. Do you think it'll be a Leaf? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a defenseman, and I just don't know that.
A defenseman?
Yeah.
What?
Interesting.
No?
Interesting.
I'm not looking. What?
We'll give you.
It's your favorite player, no?
No, it's your. Sorry, it's your favorite. You're writing down your favorite player.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? Defenseman.
Okay, ready? So you say the answer.
Crosby.
Sidney Crosby. Morgan Riley. Not too bad. I think you're right. I think with Morgan he spells it a little different. Okay, so your next question is going to be, which NHLer do you try to play most like? Could be a little more difficult. If you were to say like, yeah, I model my game after a specific player, who do you think that would be?
Write it down, Raj?
Or you could write down which player you most want to play.
Okay, I'll do that one.
Okay, yeah.
I know exactly, I think. I don't know. I feel like I've heard him say it in an interview.
I'm going with Cale Makar here.
Riley.
Okay.
Which way is the thing?
Makar.
Makar.
Excellent.
Who doesn't want to be like that guy?
That's what I'm saying.
Racer, Raj.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay, next question here is, what is your number one item that you cannot forget on a road trip?
You should know this.
You say it like I know. One thing like I always see him have. I don't even know. I want to say pillow, but I don't think he brings a pillow. I think it's a neck pillow.
Neck pillow.
AirPods. You don't have any. He doesn't have any AirPods.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I got asked Croft every time.
He doesn't have AirPods. He's
Okay.
lying.
Good to know.
He's
good
always
to know.
asking all the fellows.
I guess we've already asked what is your go-to pregame meal, so we'll skip that one. What is your one kind of cheat meal, guilty pleasure food that you really don't want the coach to know about?
Oh, okay.
If they're watching, we'll just ask them to put it on mute for a moment.
What does Sarah make you? Does Sarah make you anything?
I'll give you a hint. Sarah's cooking is great, but it's not.
Well, it sounds like
McDonald's.
it's got to be McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Cocoa brownie blizzard.
Cocoa
Like I'm
brownie
supposed
blizzard.
to know that.
Okay.
Like I'm supposed to know that,
It's-
Raj. Holy.
There's the recipe
I
for
only got
success right there.
one right, and it was the Leafs one.
This is not a sponsored show, of course, but maybe Dairy Queen will want to reach out after that one.
Oh yeah.
What AAA team did you play for? I guess we did spoil that earlier, but that's all right.
Got to get the full name right.
Oh, okay. All right.
The mascot too.
Quinny Red Devils.
There you go.
There you go. Nice
This way?
work. Nice work.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, we got just a couple more questions here. What is your go-to pump-up song? So, you know, when Croft gives you those AirPods, what's the first tune you're throwing on?
I don't know. He's always like nudging me. He's always like, look at this one, look at this one. But I think it's the one we had last year, I Just Want to Rock.
No.
You didn't do that one?
You don't.
Oh,
Okay.
Travis Scott. No, I
That was
can't
a good
believe. I Just Want to Rock's a good one.
If you were going to be an athlete in any other sport, what sport would it be?
To be realistic here, Raj. Don't be going down.
It's golf.
Golf.
It's got to be golf.
There you go.
There you go. I can do some like water polo or something like that.
All right, last question. It's a similar one. If you had to do anything else professionally, couldn't be sports, what would you pick? Couldn't be an athlete.
Like as a
It
job?
can still be, yeah, it can still be connected to sports, but if you had to do anything besides being a pro athlete, what would it be?
I don't think I'll think of this one, but I think I know. Raj, you show me your board here, but
This will reveal
Did you
a
get
lot
it?
about
Yeah.
sports broadcaster?
What?
a coach. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Wow,
All
I
right,
did
we're going
terrible.
to, actually, we have
2 out of 12.
We do have a trivia winner. So congratulations to Kevin Smith for winning the pair of tickets. Of course, the first game that Braedyn Rogers scored his first goal against was the Sioux Greyhounds this past October there in a 4-0 win. So congratulations to Kevin Smith for winning those 2 tickets. We're going to do one more game here. This is going to be a who is more likely to.
I like this one.
You can either write down your number or your name or
You want to do number?
Sure.
do number. Okay. All right. So you'll write down the number of between the two of you who you think is more likely to whatever we'll say here. So who is more likely to be first to the rink? All right. You can reveal.
Yeah.
Both San Antonio. Okay.
He has his own car.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
And I
okay.
get there pretty early.
That makes sense. Who is usually between the two of you the last one off the ice?
Ooh, that's
In
tough.
warm-ups or practice?
Let's go practice and then warm-ups.
So get practice on top and then warm-ups underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think it's him. Wait, practice on top?
Practice on top. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I did both, you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like in practice, we kind of
It
like...
depends.
Yeah, we do kind of the same thing, pretty much at the end.
You guys
We
look
got the
like you
same
leave
time.
pretty similarly.
Yeah.
Who is more likely to sneak that extra cheat meal or let's say cocoa brownie blizzard? You know, something like that. All right, reveal. Number 2. Okay.
Cocoa brownie brothers.
Excellent.
Might put that after.
Who is more likely to ask Stumps for extra blades at practice or a change of blades? Go ahead. Antonio, are you more particular, you think, with your equipment needs?
Yes, yes, I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is more likely to look down at their stick and blame that when the shot goes 10 feet wide?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it happens.
It's
it happens.
the
It
equipment
happens.
thing. I get that.
It's a stick.
Yeah.
I got some new sticks, so
Yeah.
I'm fired up. I'll be good.
Excellent.
Be buzzing.
Who is more likely to get the Christmas tunes bumping in November? Go ahead.
Not a question.
This guy showed up in a Grinch sweater to school today.
Yeah.
Oh my
Big
god.
Christmas guy, eh?
I love it.
Excellent. Was World Juniors always a part of your guys' Christmas tradition there?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Not really. More so Christmas movies.
Okay. Oh, excellent, excellent.
Grinch.
Who is more likely to win Sewer Ball? Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm terrible. Heavy
Raj
feet.
isn't the best, but he's not bad. He's gotten better since last year.
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
Okay. I don't think we're that good. With the
Who is more likely to forget something for the road trip?
Oh.
Go ahead. Oh,
That's
each
personal.
Doesn't have AirPods. He brings his
other.
headphones.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
I don't know, but I think I'd forget something. No, I always forget a pillow.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, I mean, thinking about the the Panthers game last night, they're playing the Leafs tonight. Who's more likely to get involved in a line brawl?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're both pretty.
We're both waiting for our first tilt.
That's how many Pims I have this year. So.
Okay. Okay.
We're waiting.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I feel like we're pretty nice guys, and then once we get angry, it'll be feisty.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? You got to defend the team, right?
Yeah,
It makes sense.
100%.
Let's say, for example, Cubby goes down to an injury. Who would be more likely to jump in the suit and replace him? Go ahead.
No, come on, Scotty.
You guys could probably share it, I'm sure. One could do the on ice. I think they got 2 mascots in the
I don't know what
One's
they won't tell us.
Yeah, one's in the stands, one will do on ice.
You want to go, yeah.
Who is more likely, let's say post-career, to get their own segment during the first intermission on Hockey Night in Canada?
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead and reveal. Oh, each other. Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I can see. I can see myself doing.
What would
it,
Antonio's segment be called? Have you thought about this at all? Or?
No.
Rocking with Raj.
Yeah, rocking with Raj would be
Rocking
good.
with Raj.
Excellent.
I like that one.
That's a great one.
Who would be more likely to slip and drop the Stanley Cup during a celebration? We've seen that happen a couple of times here in recent years. Go ahead.
No,
We're being nice to each other.
We're being nice. We're being
Trying
nice.
to be nice. That makes sense. Who is, I guess, thinking of Christmas movies here and movies in general, who is more likely to have memorized the speech from Miracle? Classic hockey movie.
I don't know it.
Okay. Oh, no?
No, I don't have. No, I know what it is, but I don't have it memorized.
Yeah.
I just don't like the first part.
Great moments.
Yeah, I know that part, but then I don't know.
Who is more likely to have practiced interview answers in the mirror? All right, go ahead. Is that a thing? That's
No. That doesn't happen. I don't know why he's laughing. It's not true. It's not true.
If you want the next show, I'll send you all the questions.
Yeah, you could. That would help. I'll just practice.
Not a problem.
I'll
Not
say.
a problem. All right, last one here. Who is more likely to have an interview go viral?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can see Raj doing something like dramatic or something. I don't know, something exciting.
We asked Sedley there about the time he got out and interviewed as Colby Barlow.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Classic interview there. Well, great work. I think you guys probably finished pretty square there at the end.
Yeah, that's good. That's fun.
Close.
Yeah.
What we'll do now, we're going to jump into the highlights here from the Barrie game. We'll watch those and then we'll come back and we'll break those down and try to give the fans a little bit of a look inside as to what went down. All right, well, we'll roll these highlights and we'll be right back.
Let's watch the highlights.
Coming up. So we are ready to go here at the Saddle Inn as face-off won by the Owen Sound Attack. Up to Ty York on the wing. York backhand pass. Tiller stopped by George. Puck's in the blue paint. Ends up the corner. Jodwen to York, and that's blocked by Gore. Puck's behind the Owen Sound. Is Burrows to Sedley. Sam Sedley takes the shots, and that one looked like it went off the post. Receiving the pass to Stewart. Bodie Stewart trying to go to the net. Takes the shot. Rebound, and that one misses. That was Chalet with the chance. Edward Chalet puts it across to Aitchison, takes the shot, George the save. He can still throw them. Colts get it off the draw, George the save. That was a quick shot from Zach Weigel. Into the attacking zone is Nancy. Nancy putting it back, one-timer, kick save by West. What a save, denying Landon Hookie, and now the Colts send it back the other way. Gore doesn't take the shot, passes it down low. Sedley to Gore. Sedley again. Waits. Passes across. Gendon, one-timer and scores. Cedric Gendon opens the scoring here in the third period. And the Attack are up 1-0.
Gore's going to get it down low. And watch Sedley again. I mean, who else? But look at the patience. Wait, and just set up the one-timer.
Sedley waits. Gendon. Looking at his options here. Moves to the slot. Petrovsky. Across, scores. At the back door, that's Ethan Burrows. It's another power play marker. And Owen Sound are now up 2-0.
By Owen Sound. Look at this. Puck movement. Gendon again. The patience. Get it down low and right across to Burrow. Petrovsky's going to put it right on the tape here. Just wheezing.
That's won by the Colts, but Burrows down low. Wraparound, scores. Declan Waddick able to get to that loose biscuit, does the wraparound.
Back against the post, but not sure. Nice little drop pass there by Burrows, and Waddick just comes around again. Look at this play by Burrows.
There's a chance, and that just misses. And that'll do it. The Owen Sound attack shut out the Barrie Colts 3-0. Carter George with his third shot.
Well, excellent. We got a pretty unreal 50 save shutout there from Carter George, keeping you guys in that game for sure. Great 3-0 win. I mean, 30 shots on goal for you guys as well, so certainly not going down without a fight there. I know some points in the game Owen Sound was controlling, other parts Barrie was controlling, and then a couple of great passes there from the power play, and you guys are up and winning that game. A great wraparound there from Declan. I'm wondering, what is, we see a couple of times sort of a few shots get through, and I can, you sometimes see defensemen almost get out of the way and try to give the goalie a clear line of sight to the puck and trust their goalie to make that save. As a defenseman, how do you decide when the right time is to block a shot versus let me get out of the way, I trust, Carter, I trust Corbin, they can make this save?
Yeah, I feel like if there's a lot of people in front of the net, then that's the right time to block it, I guess. So many bodies that could be in Georgie's way. But if there's one guy in front of the net, I feel like you're trying to just push him out of the way to let him make the save. So.
Excellent, excellent. As a forward, trying to kind of get into those grimy zones, maybe in the offensive zone, how are you trying to screen the goalie? Like, are you trying to always just stay right in front of him? Are you trying to kind of follow with the puck at all? What do you do as a forward there in that situation?
Yeah, I'd say you follow the D shot lane, and then I like to spin off the D last second, and then try to maybe get a tip on it. And when you spin off them, it's pretty hard for them to push you out of the way or get your stick. So I'd say try to do that.
As a forward then in the defensive zone, I watch you guys in practice, and what I've seen you guys do is when a pass comes across the blue line, it looks like a lot of you guys as forwards, you put yourself into the shot lane and then attack the player. Is that generally how you would teach a kid to try to play defense as a forward?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to just go, shortest possible path to the player?
Well, I mean, like, Rums preaches it a lot in our dressing room, shot lane first and then go attack him. So I think, that'd be the best way to teach a young kid. I think it's most effective because if you do try to cheat it, he'll get the shot through. So once you're in that shot lane, it's pretty hard for the D to, find a lane. So, yeah. Well,
a great piece of advice there for all of the junior attack that's, I'm sure, are tuned in right now, not watching the Leafs game. Well, great. We'll jump into our next highlight package, and we'll take a look at a solid 4-1 win over the Kitchener Rangers.
As here comes Trent Swick. Brings it into the attack end. Machar scores!
The first goal of the hockey game as Philip Machar, just 29 seconds into the game, sneaks it by Vodery.
Off to Andonovski. Matthew Andonovski leaves it for Rakoff. Rakoff shot blockered away. As now it's turned over. Here's Matthew Sopp. Sopp, and he poke checked by Vodery. Sharp angle shot as well that time. Misseljevic. They go down low. Give and go. Vodery shot off the post. Rakoff cycles it back here to Machar. Machar tipped in front there from Swick. Jamming away on the Rangers. Swick has 2x. Doesn't cross the line. Now to Reed. Shot blocked in front by Nancy. Landon Hookie. Hookie on the left wing. Hookie will drive. Hookie goes to wraparound. Nice save made by Parsons. Cormier a chance. Their top line on it to boot. Here's Burrows. Ethan Burrows flipped it off. Chance, and it just trickles through.
As he's skating with his back towards the red line and just throws it towards goal as his momentum's carrying him that way.
Empty cage. Puck will come here to Brustevich. Back to Rakoff. Rakoff off the post. Back for Philip Machar. Machar gets away from Nancy. Machar backhands one. Bouncing puck jamming away are the Rangers, but Vodery covers it up. Still with it, Matthew Sopp. Nice skate from Sopp. Here's Misseljevic. Shot save made by Vodery. Here's Brustevich, puts a shot on, and that one rolls just wide. Pugliese for Mercer, blocked in front. Chance for Brustevich. Brustevich for Mercer. Mercer shot, save made by Vodery. And now the attack trying to catch Kitchener on a bad line change. Pass behind Hookie. Cormier shot. That one was blocked in front. Here's Sam Sedley. Owen Sound 1-0 for 1. Here's a short-handed chance for Mercer. Off the post. That is the third
steps in and makes a nice shot.
Gore here for Servac Petrovsky in the slot. Nice save made. He's still with it now. Here is Gaindon. Gaindon cutting the net is Gore. Nice save made by Parsons. Once again going post to post. And the Rangers have killed this power play. Teos Jordan's shot. Getting a piece of it there was Parsons. Takes a swing and misses, but gets the puck back on his stick. There's Morey with a shot. Nice save made by Votary. As here comes Lamb. Lamb cuts to the slot. Nice work from Lamb. Lamb backhander and a save made. Try to feed it. Here's Pugliese on the breakaway. Pugliese's shot. Or excuse me, that was Mercer.
Game and looking for the go-ahead tally right there. And again, showing off that quick release.
They want to stay fast, and that's what they're doing right now. One-timer from Schmidt. Save made by Votary. Pugliese couldn't hop on the rebound.
There for Schmidt. Not able to get the dump in deep and gets nailed.
Bodno, nice shot. Votary with a big pad save. Swick tries to flip it from Richard. Can't clear. Here's Petrovsky. Chance there for Burrows. Had so much success this season, as we said, second overall in the OHL. But here's a shorthanded breakaway for Denny Gore. Denny Gore dangles, scores. Short-handed goal for Denny Gore.
And his second short-handed goal of the season breaks the deadlock here in the third period.
Bounced off his stick. Botno, chance here. And there's a great opportunity for Campbell, but he didn't get all of the shot. So as this puck is nearly turned over, now it is turned over. Here's Rakoff. Rakoff, backhander, Michar, and somehow Votary made that save. There's a shot from Brustevich, bouncing puck there. So Owen Sound clears as we're approaching 35 seconds left. And another turnover. Here's Denny Gore looking for his second shorthanded, and he gets it. Denny Gore, second of the game.
Jackson Parsons tries to stretch past himself, then forces a scramble back into his net. Gore beats him glove side yet again.
Motu, chance for Reed, down low. Here's Lamb. Lamb will drive. Lamb, shot, save made by Votary. And Pugliese reverts direction. Antonino Pugliese here for Campbell. Then to Schmidt. Schmidt, a drive. Save made by Votary. Rebound. Big blast from Schmidt. His stick explodes. And here comes Waddick. One-on-one with Schmidt. Declan Waddick, and Schmidt snuffed him out. Cedric gained on to Sam Sedley. Sedley cross ice for Burrows. Shot save made by Parsons. The Rangers do clear it, just get it out. Sedley, one-timer there from Petrovsky. Now here comes Sam Sedley. Gives it back to Gaindon. Gaindon shot blocked in front by Schmidt. Now Sedley feeds it through. Give and go to Burrows. Getting a piece of it there was Parsons to steer it wide. It's going to be picked up by Hunter Brustevich. Pass just too strong there for Rakoff. Gore for the empty net, and he scored.
3 goals in a row.
Oh, they're going to say no goal.
Well, a great game there. I mean, Owen Sound really turning it on there towards the end of the game. Fairly evenly matched game at the beginning. It's got to be tough when that first goal, that first shot goes in, when it's against. I mean, how do you guys kind of go over to, like, do you go over to your goalie and just say, like, hey, shake it off, it's not a big deal, you know, we got this?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have a lot of trust in both of our goaltenders and to keep us in back there. And I think lately we've been having a couple slow starts, but I think, I guess our slow starts lead into our better second, third, so
yeah,
it's been good so far.
Well, I mean, 2 back-to-back games with 3 goals in the third period. What are you guys doing there in the second intermission where you're just like, all right, it's go time?
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah, Rums is...
we're all fired up.
Yeah, we're all good. You know, we all know that we can win this hockey game. So
for sure,
you know, if we put our trust into our overagers who are just amazing. So just like Denny scoring those 2 shorthanders.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, a couple great passes there, a couple good bounces for Owen Sound. I mean, that could have been 4-1 in the second period as well. Like, you guys were really dominating that game, and great to see. I mean, it must feel good kind of having a 5-game road trip and coming out with all 5 wins.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely a lot harder to play on the road. So coming out with those 5 wins, it was good. So I think we'll try to keep the train rolling. So
yeah, I mean, I love that you mentioned too, just a lot of confidence in both your goalies.
Yeah.
Like, you needed both of them on this trip. Like, both of them stood on their heads. They played great games. You guys played great around them. You looked like you had confidence in your goaltenders on this trip, and great for Votary too to have such a solid game. Like, yeah, it's got to shake him letting that first one in, but then just shutting the door after that, not a single one through, and it's great to see how you guys just kind of come around them. And I could sing your praises all day, but what we'll do instead of that, we'll play. We got a Sean Teakle interview for all of you. We'll play that. We'll be right back, and we'll wrap up this show.
Mark McKelvey standing rinkside, joined by Attack Assistant Coach Sean Tickle, following a 6-3 loss here tonight to the North Bay Battalion. Coach, it was the return back to home ice after what was a very successful road trip, winning all 5. Before we dive into the game, though, that road trip probably just did so much for your hockey club. What was it? Was there anything that really stood out to you over that 5-game stretch that kind of really turned things?
I just think, getting on the road, it's good for the group. You're around each other a lot more, staying in hotels. It's obviously brought this group pretty close. And I think we just found ways to win. I think we had a chance to do that tonight, and unfortunately with the way the events unfolded, it didn't happen. But right now I think we're doing a really good job of giving ourselves a chance to win.
Yeah, how do you sum up this game here tonight? I mean, we can talk about what life's been like here at home in a second, but in this game tonight, you guys were right in it till late in the third.
Yeah, I think we're right there, and we get the goal to tie it, and unfortunate set of circumstances that happens there, and it ends up in the back of our net after, and it is what it is. Sometimes that's the way hockey goes.
Is there a little bit of concern, the fact that you guys are now 3-7 on home ice? I mean, this is typically a really tough building to play in. Is it maybe just kind of creeping into the minds of the players a little bit?
I don't think so. I don't think so. The way it's kind of been the last little bit, I think we're just not getting the bounces that we usually get at home right now, I think. I think we came out, we played a good game tonight, and didn't get the bounces, and we didn't get the correct things going our way, and it is what it is right now, but I don't think it's an issue for our group right now.
One area of the game that's been really strong, and unfortunately tonight it has had a streak ended, was the penalty kill. I think you had a stretch of about 25 or 26 in a row that you guys killed off. Special teams all around has been so good. What kind of boost is that providing to the team?
That's huge. I think that was a big thing on that 5-game road trip as well, right? I think both special teams gave us a chance to win. Our power play was executing, and we were scoring goals, and our PK was keeping it out of the net. I think tonight we had a lot of chances to execute on the PP, and we didn't. But at the end of the day, I think the power play is mostly to give your team some life and some jump, and I think they did that tonight, and they gave us a little bit of oomph in our step after that.
Well, we look ahead now to next weekend. The Erie Otters come in for back-to-back games, but I would imagine it's probably nice to just have a full week of prep and some good time just for guys to rest up, heal, and get ready.
For sure. It's been a long stretch for this group the last 2 weeks, so we'll take our day off and recoup and get a long stretch and work on the things that we need to in our game, and we'll get back to winning on home ice here.
All right. Well, we look forward to next weekend. Congrats on what was a great road trip. Tough loss here tonight, but I know you guys will be right back to the drawing board, so thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much.
All right. Erie comes into town Saturday and Sunday to take on the Attack.
Excellent. Well, gentlemen, with our last minute of the show here, what do you want to see from the Attack this weekend, back-to-back against Erie Saturday, Sunday?
I think, like they said, we've had trouble with our home ice advantage, so I think just getting 2 wins would help us out a lot. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I think we owe it to our fans to get a couple wins for them. But yeah, just getting those 2 wins would be huge for our group at home. And like you said, 3-7 is not ideal for our group. And I think we all know that we can do better. So yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. Make sure you tune in to Rogers TV for all of your Attack action this weekend as the Attack take on the Erie Otters back in town. A couple of games against them at home already. One very, very exciting late game win. Looking forward to those 2 games, Saturday 7 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m. against Erie here at the Bayshore. Friday, December 8th in Guelph, and Saturday, December 9, playing host to the Sarnia Sting. Thank you for tuning in to Attack Wrap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, and we'll see you again next week.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line. Email us or connect with us on social media.
We can be hurt. We can be bruised. We can be broken. Slowed down, confused, and even numbed. But we can't be defeated. We're built on a foundation that's strong, our mission unwavering, and together we'll beat as one.
What are you here for? I'm here.
Score 40. Score 50. Come on. That's it?
There's a new member of the 60 Goal Club.
David Pastrnak.